Hello, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It's wonderful. It's interesting to be here again this morning. I'm going to be our pilot for this morning MMR. This morning's MMR. My name is Akondiola Komi Joshua, like you all know. But for the benefit of those, maybe you're joining for the very first time. My name is Akondiola Komi Joshua. All right, so I'm going to be the pilot for this morning's MMR. So I can see Mr. Abraham Ode. Alphonsus Ikediashi, okay. Arubi Emmanuel Ogbaji. I can see ASOS Z012D, okay. I'll kindly advise that person should change the name, what we're seeing then, to his real name. I can see Chinedu. I can see Fatoki Florence. I can see Femi Adilju. I can see Idris Badamasi. I can see Kechuku John, Jonathan. I can see Joseph Osa Soje, Musliuddin Abdulatif. I can see Nwore Cornelius, Obina Obilo, Odewale, Titus, Olariwaju Gbenga. All right. I'm trying my best to see. Okay, I can see Opulent, I can see Paul Ede, I can see Taiwo Joseph, Rotimi Ade, Abejoye. Okay, Technopop 7. All right, let's go. Yusuf Rashidat. All right. Every one of you, good morning, good morning, good morning. I may not have called your name, maybe I've skipped it or I didn't see it. All right. But please, nobody should pick offense. Everybody should just accept it in one faith. I'm saying good morning to us all here. Good morning, good morning. And I hope the week has actually been an interesting one for us. It's been so wonderful, right from Monday till this present time. I want to believe, yes, we've been able to place some wonderful trades, make some profits for ourselves, right? Okay. Yes, for me to know that you can hear me clearly, please, I also like you to go to the chat and drop some comments there for me so I can be very much sure that yes, you can hear me. Okay, I can see Mr. Jonathan saying good morning, sir. Okay, good morning to you, Mr. Musliuddin Abdulatif is also saying good morning. Good morning to you, Chinedus. Good morning, sir. Okay, good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Mr. Olarwaju Benga, I'm saying very good morning to everybody. Good morning to everybody. Yeah, it's been a wonderful week and hope it continues to be like that. Yes. So today we're going to be looking at the market too. I can see Mr. Musliuddin Abdulatif is saying loud and clear. Interesting. That's good. That's good. So if it means if you're not hearing me from your end, it has to do with your network. So I'll kindly advise that you check your network where you are, you change your position. Okay. All right. So today, we're going to be looking at the market just like we've always done. Look at it fundamentally, technically, then try to emphasize where we think price will most likely go towards. You understand? Hopefully, we expect price gets to that point. Although nobody knows where the direction of the market based on whatever it is. But one thing is we can emphasize, we can just try and predict that, okay, we're expecting the price of the market to move towards this direction, either up or down on the chart. So that's our take. But we'll look at it, we'll see what exactly it is. You understand? And hopefully, which is what we expect that the market price should move in our direction. You understand? Okay, Mr. Nwore Cornelius saying good morning, sir. Good morning to you too. All right, so we're going to be looking at the market. I'll share my screen with us, so we'll see what is happening. We'll most likely guess where the market is going to. From that end, then we'll pick our direction, see what we're expecting from the chart. You understand? Okay, first thing first, let's go share my screen with us. You will see it now. We'll check what happened yesterday and what are we expecting today fundamentally. So yesterday, fundamentally, I believe you all can see my screen, right? Yes. I want to believe you all can see my screen. If you can see my screen, just kindly go to the chat and just type yes. So I'll know that yes, you can see my screen clearly. Okay. All right. So from my end here, looking at it yesterday, we had news coming out on AUD, CHF, euros, and USD for the PPI. And they all did their own quota in the market, you understand? Okay, Mr. Musliuddin Latif saying yes. All right, that's interesting. Thank you. All right, so we'll move it from there. So on Thursday, which was yesterday, we had news coming out on AUD. It came out early hours. It came out good for the currency, and we all understand whenever price on actual comes out green, it means buy. You understand? It's saying the information is good for AUD, buy AUD. If it comes out red, it means sell the instrument. But here, as I wanted to, it came out good. So it's saying it was good for the Australian dollar, which is saying you should buy. And as at 9:30, information also came out on CHF, but this time around it was talking about their policy rate. You understand? And formerly it used to be at 1%, 1.00%. Then it was emphasized that it would be dropped by 25 basic points. You understand? 25 basic points. But lo and behold, it was dropped by 50 basic points. So that market moved again. You understand? It came out red, showing that it was bad for the currency. And yes, an instrument, depending on the pair, if it was on the base or on the quote, you see the direction. For where it was on the base, it sold. For the quote, it bought. You understand? Okay. Then we now had PPI coming out by 2:30, and that came out in a trickish way. Came out as green, red, and black. And normally we advise, we say in such market, it's not giving you a good direction. You understand? It's telling you to buy, to sell at the same time, and that can be so funny. But at the same time, you can also advise that just follow the direction of the market based on the reaction you see there. Then you can do one or two things. Then by 2:45 came the ECB press conference, and this has to do with just comments. You understand? It's a comment that is being given, statements, talks, at a press conference, questions will be asked, and he will answer some of them and everything. And with that, there can also be reactions. And yes, I believe we saw the reactions around on Juros too yesterday, the way it moved. You understand? Because by the time you look at the chart, by the time we get to the chart, technically we'll see some of this move on the market. Understand? So this morning, what are we expecting on fundamentals? As at this morning, the only instrument we have is on GBP. And in fact, funny enough, the news has been what? It's been released. It came out negative for GBP. It came out negative for GBP. So it means seeing it as red, it means the information on GBP is to what? Is to sell. That's the information he gave on GBP that it should sell. So, and looking at the chart this morning, if you go to your GBP USD, you discover that yes, the information will be expected based on what the actual has told us. You understand? But all right, let's look at what is happening technically now. We've seen it that okay, the only news that is coming out for today is GBP, which has been released already this morning. And the next one is CNY, that's Chinese yuan, is tentative. And besides that, we do not have that instrument on our own platform. You understand? The CNY instrument is not traded on our platform. Okay, so let's move down to the chart and see what is happening technically. You understand? And technically, today we're going to be looking at some of this instrument just like we've done several times in the past. You understand? We say we look out for some instrument like currencies. On currencies, then we move to commodities, and from commodities we move to what? To stocks. And opportunities will be given to us to do our own analysis by ourselves to see what is happening or what will happen in the market. You understand? So yes, that could be one or two of those things. So first thing first, euros USD. We'll look out for euro USD. Okay, let's look at what the chart is saying on Euro USD now. This is on my 1 hour time frame, as we can see. So let's look at it. Yesterday, okay, let me zoom it a little bit so we can see. So as yesterday, when the news came out on Euros, you see, at a point, this is it. This was as at 3 p.m., you understand, because it was 2:45 to 3, you understand, it went up, then came back down by 4, and by 5 again, it was already pushing back up, you understand, before now taking a bearish movement down, you understand. So The whole movement, all this was more of a technical move, fundamental movement, you understand? But now it has taken a technical move. And let's see what is going to happen this morning. Let's see what exactly is going to happen this morning. So let's look at it. Based on what we're seeing, I'm zooming out now so we can see. We discover that where price is now is getting to a particular zone here. You understand? This is this zone. Let me shade it out so we can see it. Let's see. Okay, so there's a zone around this point. So we're expecting that if price should get to around that same side, there should be a little ish. You understand? There should be a little ish. Yeah, price should have issues around this point. But if that is not the case, remember that price at a point gapped up here. And normally price will always come back to fill in that gap. You understand? And for a while now, we discovered that it didn't fill it fully. It didn't fill it fully. So maybe price is coming back to fill it. And if price is coming back to fill it, is definitely going to get to this around this point. You understand? It's definitely going to get price is definitely get coming down to this side. You understand? And if price is getting to this side, around this side is a demand zone. So we're expecting price to buy back from this point. That's if it does not reject it at this particular position. You understand? We're expecting price to get to this point, then reject it back. Yes, that's my take on it. So I'm expecting price to fall down into this point. And if it continues and is able to break below this particular zone that has been shaded out, you understand? I'm expecting it to still push back down into this point. And at this particular position, what is expected of price to do is buy, is to buy. And if you are to look at the trend based on 1 hour time frame, you discover that price has actually been coming down. It's been coming down for a while now. Price has been coming down for a while now. Look at it based on what we're seeing. Got to this particular point. Okay, this is it. And look at what it's been doing for a while now. Can you see? Price has been dropping down. It's been coming down. And yes, around this point, if you look at it, yes, we might look at it and say, it was fundamentals that happened around that point. But look at it here. Price were expected this point because this was a cross point. You understand? And it's a very strong point. When price went up, got to this point, it got rejected, came back down, now up, and came. He retested it again and came back down. Now, when he broke this section, can you see? There was a retest, and the retest could not break this zone, and that's what battered this. So we are expecting this price. For me, I see that price has been going down Euro USD, so I am still expecting price to go down on Euro USD. You understand? I'm still expecting price to go down Euro USD to get into this zone, and if it gets into this zone, which is a demand zone, if it's still strong enough to reject it based on what we are seeing with the trend, you understand? If it's still strong enough to reject it, I'm expecting it to fall into this zone. Now, from this zone, I'm expecting a buy. I'm expecting a buy. You understand? Okay, so that's my take on Euro USD. Euro USD, I'm expecting price to drop into this zone before it buys. Okay. Okay, with that being said, we move to the next instrument. Move to the next instrument, which is USD card. USD card. Okay, USD card it is. Still on it. USD card. Okay, so I'm zooming out. Based on what we've seen over time, I remember, I think on Monday I was even discussing with us, and look at it. Yes, price, okay, came down here at this point. Look, it respected this zone, came back down, and it was almost at this point, then it pushed, and it's been pushing up. Even with the trend that was drawn here sometimes ago, I told us that I'm expecting it to push up based on this trend. Or maybe when I was having a class, that was when I was saying it. I'm expecting price to push up, and price has actually been expecting. Now, these two moves that we saw here, these two candles was as a result of news. Now, after this, it came back. Over 50% or even up to 50%. From this point, I expected it to push up, and it did. You understand? So it's still doing the same thing. Now, where price is a new high based on what we're seeing on this 1 hour time frame here now. Where price is currently is a new high. It's a new high. So we're expecting a little pullback at this point. We're expecting a little pullback around this point. So if price is able to break above that point successfully, then we are expecting what? A buy. But if that is not this case, if as far as price is still within this point, it should drop back. It should come back down to around this particular zone here. Expecting price to drop back to around this zone. You understand? If price is unable to break above this section, I'm expecting it to push back down to this section. That's how we're going to be looking at it and envisaging. You understand? Because for a while it's been pushing up and it has gotten to a particular high. You understand? Let's even look out on the daily time frame. What is this saying on the daily time frame? Let's see. Can you see? If you look at it based on what we're seeing on daily time frame, it's been moved pushing up, giving us more of higher highs, you understand, and higher lows. You understand? So, and based on the trend that was drawn here, can you see it's more of an upward trend now? It's been giving us this upward trend for a while. So if it's able to break above, and yes, irrespective of whether the direction that is given to us, once in a while, since it's getting to a new high, we expect price to relax a little before pushing back up, even if it's going to continue that movement. So based on what I'm seeing on my 1 hour time frame, I'm expecting price to drop a little, then get back into this point. You understand? I'm expecting it to drop down a little, then get back into this point and hopefully break it and keep on pushing back to the upside. You understand? That's my take on USD card. So I'm expecting price to push up. So if price is able to, but as far as price is within this point, we should hold on first. You understand? But once it's able to break above this zone, then we can go for our buy. Okay. So that's my take on USD card. All right, so move on to another instrument, which is USD JPY. USD JPY. Okay. USD JPY. And interesting, USD JPY has also been pushing up for a while now. It's been going up. Look at all the points that were marked out as a zone. Price actually respected those points. You understand? At the point when it was ranging here, it was expecting these 2 points. And yes, it expected it up to this point and it pushed up. And since from this particular direction, if you look at the trend, has it been respecting the trend? Yes, it's been respecting the trend. So look at it, push up a little, come down, push up again, got to this point, came down a little bit, then pushed back. Immediately got to this trend, did as if it was coming, got to this point, pushed it back, and is ranging at this point now, around this point. Now, on this particular instrument again, I'm expecting that price should still push up on USD JPY. I'm expecting it to push up. So okay, around this point. So once price is able to get back into this point, we should hold on for it to break above it before we can go for a buy. Or else I'm still expecting it to drop down to respect the trend, then push back into the zone, break it off. So I'm expecting an upward movement on USD JPY. I'm expecting an upward movement. I've been on a trade. I've been on USD JPY. I've been on a buy or USD JPY now since on the 4th of this month, and it's been moving up. Fine. Okay. So maybe we can just see it. I'll show us on my other trading platform, which is MT5 here. We could see it just for us to see a glimmer of it. You can see it here. It's been moving up, and for a while now it's been up. Yeah. So I'm expecting it to still push up, but currently I'm not advising we go for an instant buy. You understand? I'm not advising we go for an instant buy. Our advice, we hold on for it to give us a clear cut so that we can place our trade buy. You understand? All right, so yes, I'm expecting price to drop down a little, then go back into this particular section and push it up. So, but pending for us to get that first, let's hold on for it to break above this particular zone. If it's able to break above this particular zone successfully, it closes above this zone successfully. You understand? Can you see? In fact, at the top here, there's another zone, but if it's able to break above this zone successfully, I'm expecting a buy. I'm expecting a buy. That's my take on USD JPY. A buy is what I'm going for. You understand? Okay. So that's that for my USD JPY. The next instrument we'll be looking at is GBP USD. GBP USD. So look at it now. Look at what GBP USD is doing as of this morning. on our 1 hour time frame. Remember, there was news came out on GBP month to month saying that okay, it's negative. You understand? GDP negative. The news came out minus 0.1, and that was what battered this particular drop. You understand? This bearish movement on it. But yes, if you look at it now, based on what we are seeing here, this is more or less like almost, if not a double bottom. You understand? It's more or less like a double. Okay, let me show us. Okay, I'm moving back. If you look at it, price has been rejected at this point for a while now. So this particular zone is a strong zone. It's what? It's a strong zone. So around this point, what our advice we do is this. Let's wait for it. Hold on for it. This is an abnormal movement. The movement is caused by what? By news. It was news that pushed the market to drop this fast. You understand? So what our advice is, hold on. Hold on to what? Why am I saying you should hold on? It is expected that if price is able to get down and close below it, then fine. But as of now, price got to this particular zone here and is expecting it. You can look at it, price is expecting the zone. And because price is expecting that zone, if that zone is a strong zone, it's a very, very strong zone. So what we'll do is this. Wait for price to push back a little bit, then come back to do a retest. You understand? Because of the news, yes, it is expected that, yes, okay, there could be a little retracement or pullback to the upside. Then, if that happens and it comes back again and it breaks below this zone, you understand? It is expected that price will sell. But if that does not happen, if that is not the case, then we are not expecting that move. But based on what I'm seeing, I'm expecting price to drop on GBP USD. But for it to happen fully, let's hold on for it to break below this zone and close below it. Then we can go for our sell. But if that does not happen, no, we should hold on. So this zone, let me mark it out so we could see this particular zone here is a demand zone. It's a demand zone. And like we all know, demand zone could also turn to supply zone. You understand? So as it is now, it's a demand zone, and you are seeing that price is having issues around that point. Wait for price to get into this point and break below it successfully, closing below it. And to now make it interesting, if there is a retest of this same zone again and price is unable to break it back to the upside, then we're expecting a smooth movement where down. We're expecting a smooth movement down. All right, so GBP USD, we're done with that. We're done with GBP USD. So we'll look at USD CHF again. USD CHF. USD CHF. Okay. USD CHF. Remember yesterday we had the volatile information that was released on USD CHF. And looking at it here, okay, you discover that price actually did what? Went up. You understand? Pushed up because the news came out bad for CHF yesterday. They reduced that, their interest rate was reduced by 50 basic points, and that was what battered this particular move. And since then, it's been pushing up, been pushing up, been pushing up. So, and based on everything that we are seeing on my take two, I'm still expecting price to push up on USD CHF. Can you see? But this is on my daily time frame now. Now, and if you look at it based on what we are seeing on daily time frame, price is about to get to a particular zone here. Okay, let me mark out the two zones that I'm saying here first. There's one at this top point here. That's one. And there's another one around this point. There's another one around this point. You understand? This is on daily time frame. You understand? So whatever buy that's going to happen, I'm expecting it to get into this point, then there could be a rejection around this point. So if you're going for a buy now, look out for this zone, you understand, for those that have some on the account. And if it's on your 1 hour time frame, you understand, you want to buy, you can also see you still have some opportunities. You can go for your buy, and once it gets close to this zone, you understand, you know that this is a particular strong zone, you understand. And as of now, this zone is a supply zone. It is expected for price to what? To drop, to sell. At that point, it is expected for price to sell. So you already know what it is. My take on USD CHF is a buy. I'm expecting it to get to this particular point here. You understand? Okay, that's on USD CHF, USD CHF. Pitching my tent with the bulls, Okay. All right. So I've done some currencies now. Okay, let me take this last one. Then we'll move to commodities. We'll move to commodities. Now, the next one I'm going to be taking is GBP JPY. GBP JPY. Now, as we can see, GBP JPY now, currently based on what we're seeing, price it's at a zone here, which you can see that it's respecting. So if it's able to break below this particular section here, if it's able to break below this particular section here, I'm expecting price to get down to this particular zone. You understand? Look at it. Okay, based on what we're seeing around this point now is a zone, you understand? And if it's able to break below this zone successfully, because price is actually respecting it, you can see last time from this point came down to this point, pushed back up on this candle, it did as if it was going down, but it still pushed it back, respecting the zone, came back, respecting the zone. Now based on fundamentals, has gotten to this zone again and is respecting it. Means this zone is a strong zone. It's a strong zone. So if price is able to break below it and close below it successfully, it's expected to come back down to this point. And around that point, I'm expecting price to do what? To push back up. That's my take on GBP JPY. Hold on for it to break below the zone before you can sell, you understand, down here. And if it gets to this point, I'm expecting price to do what? To buy. But based on what we're saying, if it's unable to break below this zone successfully, I'm expecting price to push back up. I'm expecting price to push back up if it's not able to break below this particular zone. That's my take on GBP JPY. Okay. All right. So the next instrument we're going to be looking at, just like I said, is we're going to be looking at commodity instruments. So first on the list is gold. First on the list is gold. So we're going to go. Let's see what is happening on gold. Wow, interesting. Interesting. So based on what we're seeing on gold, based on all the zones you can see even on my chart, and okay, look at it. And while now I've been expecting, I here got to this particular zone, broke it, pushed up, got to this zone again, broke it and pushed up. You understand? And the interesting thing is, if you look at it, after breaking it, there was a retest again to that particular zone. And because it was unable to fulfill the full breaking of that zone, pushed back to the upside. At the upside too, the same thing happened. A retest. After that, it pushed back. You understand? When it got to this point, it was expected, just because this point that I marked out, it's been expected that it should what? It should sell, because this point is a supply zone. And he did what? He respected that zone by what? Coming down. And that's what we're seeing. Now it has gotten back to this other zone now. This is a demand zone for it now, currently based on what we are seeing. But this price here, at this point here, is having some small ish price, is having some little ish. But it is expected that if it's able to break below this particular point successfully, we're expecting it to come down, to sell. You understand? If it's able to break below this zone successfully, I'm expecting price to come down, do the same thing here, then come back into this zone, if that is the case. But if that is not it, we're expecting it to push back up. You understand? If that is not it, I'm expecting it to push back up. In fact, let's see something. Let me go to my saying I'm coming. Let's see. Let's look at currency strength. Okay. If you look at it, as of this morning, dollars is strong. And because dollars is strong, it's a good opportunity to what? To sell on gold. Now, please don't mistake this. Don't mistake the information I'm giving to us. Gold is also an economic instrument and it reacts to economic issues. At the same time, it also has an inverse reaction to dollars. If dollars is strong, we're expecting gold to sell. If it's weak, we're expecting gold to what? To buy. And as of this morning, based on what we're seeing now on currency strength meter, on our currency strength meter, we can see that the dollars is what? Is strong, full-fledged, 100, based on what we're seeing here. Can you see it? Full is strong. Although the green arrow is not appearing on it to show that yes, is still pushing up, but fine, it's strong. You understand? It's still showing the strength that yes, dollars is stronger. And basically, what we're seeing on the chart on gold, you discover that gold is actually dropping. It's as a result of the strength of dollars. Dollars is strong. So if it continues with that throughout today, I'm expecting dollars in gold to what? To drop. I'm expecting gold to drop. You understand? If the strength of dollars keeps on, if dollars keeps on getting stronger and stronger, we expect gold to drop. That's my take on gold. That's my take on gold. Okay. Let's move to oils. Oils. Okay. Moving to oils now. Let's move to oil. All right, on oil, if you look at it, price has actually been moving up based on what we're seeing on this trend. Price has been moving up. So this is on my 1 hour time frame, please. Price has been moving up. And that's what we're seeing here. Can you see? Price has been moving up here since all this while. It's been pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, and is expecting it. Went up, came down, pushed up to this point, came down. Now, price is currently, it's looking as if it's ranging this morning. Now, why is it ranging? There's a zone around this point, and that same zone is what is happening here. So if price is able to break above this particular section here, we're expecting it to move up. But if that does not happen, no. So also let's look at it again based on what we're seeing like this from this point. Okay. Can we see okay, let me just if we are to even to push it like this, okay, let's put it like this. Can you see? So within this point, so this is our dynamic support, this is our dynamic resistance, and you see price touched it 2 times to expect and coming back here now. So whatever it is that it's going to do, once price gets to this point, these are strong sections for it to have issues. These are strong sections for it to have issues. You understand? So our advice, we hold on a little bit, even though if it gets to this particular section, I'm expecting a little rejection or a pushback. But the main thing is this, if you're to look at it, this is the main thing. This cross section is where the strong point is. If price is able to get to this point, because the way it looks like it's ranging now, because these zones are closed zones, is ranging around this point. So whichever direction price breaks out of is going to follow that point. If price is able to get to this point and it breaks above it, I'm expecting it to buy. If it comes below it, it's going to be sell. So for now, based on what we're saying, we need to hold on. You understand? We need to hold on this. But in fact, let's even look at it from far off. You see, price has been respecting this trend for a while. It's been respecting this trend for a while. It's been expecting this trend for a while. Look at it, I'm pulling it back for us to see, understand. And this is from the month of November. It's been giving us that trend. So if price is not able to break above this and it comes down below here, we're expecting price to do what? To drop, you understand? So on oil, our advice, hold on a little, hold on a little. Let it give you a clear cut. That's my take on oil. Hold on a little, let it give you a clear cut. Okay. All right, we have another instrument we'll look at. Let's look at US 100. Let's look at US 100. Let's see what is happening on US 100. US 100, US 100, US 100. Fine, US 100 currently this morning is ranging. In fact, whoa, based on what we're seeing at this point, it gapped up. Wow, that's interesting. But this is on my 1 hour time frame. Let's see, let's see, let's see. So yes, as of this morning, it came down to this point, then it gapped up this morning to open the market on it and came down. So it's between this zone. So what is expected is on US 100, just like we all know, like I've always said, indices, we're always expecting price to move up on indices, a little pullback, then bullish movement. So if I'm to stay with my own buyers, I'll still expect price to do what? To push up. This is on my daily time frame. And if you look at it, price has been moving up, even on daily time frame, just a little pull down, pull back, then it to push up. And as of now, it's at a new high. Based on what we're seeing as at this morning, price is at a new high. Price is at a new high. So, okay, look at it. Price is at a new high as of this point now. So looking at it based on what we're seeing on our 1 hour time frame, yes. So it is expected that if price is able to go into this particular zone and break above it, price should still buy. But if that is not the case, there could be a little pullback. It will push price could put it back down. then gain more momentum to push back to the upside. Okay. I can see Peculiar Esther raising up her hand. So Peculiar Esther, please go to the chat, drop your question there so that we can attend to it. If you have any question or you have any issue that I want us to clear out on trading, please, on the chat, please kindly go to this chat section here and drop a chat for me to see so we'll understand what is it. So Peculiar, please, I'm waiting for you. Kindly go there, drop your message so I can respond to it. You understand? So I'll be expecting your message. You have any instrument you want us to look at, to analyze, please kindly come to the chat section, chat box, drop it there for me to see. Drop the message there for me to see, then we'll look at it. Okay, so US 100, that's my take. Let's see another instrument, US 2000. US 2000. Okay. Okay. Now, looking at US 2000 on the 1 hour time frame, you discover that price has actually been coming down based on what we are seeing on the trend. Price has been coming down. Look at it. It's been expecting it coming down based on the trend. It's been coming down. In fact, as at around this point, what happened? Look at it. Around this point, price even broke below this particular zone. And now it's doing a retest of that zone. So on this retest, let's hold on for price to break above. If price is able to break above this particular section, we're expecting price to move back. But if it doesn't break above, if it respects this zone, if price is able to respect this zone successfully, expecting it to what? To drop. That's my take on US 2000. If price is unable to break above this zone, I'm expecting it to drop. I'm expecting price to drop on US 2000 as far as it's unable to go above that zone. So that's my take on US 2000. US 2000. Okay. All right. So we'll look at DE40 next. We're looking at DE40 next. Please, just like I said, kindly drop your instrument that you want us to look at on the chat section. You understand? If you have any question, kindly drop it there so I could attend to it. So DE40. DE40. We're on DE40 now. And looking at what price is showing us, we can see that price is actually dancing between 2 points. In fact, let me point it out so we see. This is point 1 and this is point 2. You understand? And price has actually been there. But if you look at it again, let me cut it a little further in so you see it's just been within these 2 points. Can you see? So if price is able to break, and yes, this is a German index, and well, indices generally, I'm always of the opinion for buy. Let's look out for positions to buy on indices. You understand? So if price is ranging a little around this point, what our advice is, hold on for it to test this point, to do a retest, pull down back a little, then what? We go for our buy. If you look at it based on what we're seeing, I'm zooming out so you can see it. You discover that price has actually been moving up. You understand? Even on our daily time frame, can you see based on the trend we're seeing, price has been what? It's been pushing up. It will push up, have a little pullback, then continuation of the pull up. You understand? So I'm expecting price to just have a little pullback, then what? Push back, move back to the upward side. So I'm still pitching my tent with the bulls. I'm pitching my tent with the bulls on DE40. I pitch my tent with the bulls. All right. So just like I said, I'm expecting a drop. Peculiar raised up her hands and I'm expecting her to drop a chart, but I'm not seeing any message. So you have any instrument you want me to look at, please kindly drop it. I'm still expecting, I'm waiting for us now. Please drop it so that I could see it. Drop your instrument so that I can see it. Then we look at it, we analyze it. Okay. So the next instrument I'll look at currently now is US 30. US 30. Okay. I'm on US 30 now. Based on what I'm seeing on my daily time frame, you see, it got to a particular high and price has been dropping down around this point. Got to this point now, price is expecting this zone. But let's look at it on our 1 hour time frame and see what's been doing. Can you see? It's been coming down for a while. Look at it. It's been doing. In fact, let me pull out the trend for us. Let me pull out the trend for us. Let me pull out the trend for us based on what I'm saying here. Okay, can you see? It's been so strong based on this bearish movement. If we're pulling it like this, it's been so strong based on the bearish movement. So if price is moving back up, yes, peculiar star, I can see you raising your hand again. Please kindly drop your message on the chat. Kindly drop the message on the chat. Type it out so I can see. Once I read it, I will communicate. I will respond to it. Okay. Okay. So looking at US 30 on 1 hour time frame, you can see that price got down. In fact, it's been more of lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. You understand? That's the movement that it's been giving to us. And now I'm expecting it again to get to this trend. You understand? I'm expecting price to get to this trend. Then it will what? It should drop. It should drop once it gets to this particular high. So yes, for those that want to enter a buy, maybe you can just enter the buy, but you're expecting that. I'm expecting that once it gets to this trend, it should do what? It should pull back. You understand? It should pull back. Okay. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Yeah, I think there was a glitch on the network, but I think I'm back now. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry for that little disconnection. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back. All right. So on US 30, just like I said, I'm expecting price to push up and respect this trend, then drop. You understand? That's my take on US 30. Okay, so let me see. Adeleke David is saying, please, can we look at GBP USD? Yes, I've done that before. I've done that before. But for the benefits of those that joined late, I'll still go back to it again. I'll go back to it again. Yes. So while we're going back to the GBP USD, I'm still calling on Peculiar Esther who raised up her hand. Please kindly drop your chart for me to see. Kindly drop your chart for me to see. I'm calling on you now so you could drop it so that it won't be as if I left you alone. You understand? Please. I would love to attend to everybody's question. You understand? Let's treat it. So if you have anything, please go to the chat section, drop it for me. Okay. GBP USD. GBP USD. Based on what I'm saying here, it's at a demand zone. It's at a demand zone. And just like I spoke to us, and that's why I've shaded that particular point for us to see. I'm expecting price to buy based on what I'm saying. In fact, if you look at it in the past, all the time price touched that particular position, it did what? He bought. He bought. Look at it here. He bought, came back again, the same opinion around this point again, the same thing. So I'm expecting it to buy. But if that is not the case, because normally one thing we need to understand is this price is not about, is all about creating of new zones. You understand? Buy, sell new zones. If that is not the case, I'm expecting what? I'm expecting it to what? To break it if it does not buy. But based on what I'm seeing, GBP USD around this point, I'm expecting it to what? To buy because it's a strong zone. But if that is not the case, goes below this point and is able to close below this zone, you understand, successfully. Once it closes below that zone successfully, one of the things you need to wait for is what? A retest. If a retest happens and is unable to break it back, there's going to be a massive drop. That's it on USD, GBP USD. If a retest should happen after this whole thing, once if assuming price is able to break below this zone and it does a retest and is unable to break it, then I'm expecting price to what? To drop. But if that is not the case, yes, then we could have some other each there. So my take on it is what? Is a buy based on where price is currently. My take on it is what? A buy. Okay. All right. Which other instrument do you want me to look at? We still have some time. Let's drop it on the chart. Let's drop it on the chart. Okay. I'm still with us. Okay. Okay. I'm still with us. I'm waiting for us. You want me to look at any other instrument for you? Please kindly drop it. Peculiar Esther. You're not dropping your chart. You're not saying it. Okay, thank you. Please, where is the website to check the dollar strength? Oh, very good. No problem. is currency strength meter. Currency strength meter. Okay, this is what we're going to do now. I'll drop it to us on the chat now so that we can see it. I'll drop it to everybody on the chat so you could get it. You understand? There's nothing there. Let me get it for us. Let me get it for us. I'm getting it for us now, and I will drop it for us to see. Okay, so we can see the chart. You understand? Let me drop it for us so we see it. Okay, this is it. I've dropped it for us. Currencystrengthmeter.org. Currently, I said currencystrengthmeter.org. I've dropped it for us. So I believe everyone should see it. That's the site. You understand? So once you go there, you're going to be seeing everything, the latest information on the currency, how strong or how weak it is. Now, please let me go there so we could see. Let me buttress it for us to see. Okay. Currency strength meter. All right. Now you see, once you open this site, it shows you the latest information. But if you leave it and you're coming back to it again, you need to refresh. At any point you want to get information, you refresh. Remember, at first it was showing some arrows on some other instrument like GBP. Now it was showing red, but the red is no longer there. You understand? The red is no longer there. Look at the arrows is showing on AUD is green, CAD is green, CHF is green, JPY is green, NZD is green, showing you that these instruments are what? Are gaining strength now. They are now gaining strength. And if you go to your chart, you see it there that yes, they are actually gaining strength. The movement is going to be changing or it's going to be reacting a little. You understand? So every moment or every time you want to use it, you want to look at what is the strength of your currency as of that moment, just click on refresh. It will show you the exact thing it's doing immediately. Don't check it now and leave it. Then after 5 minutes, you come back and based on what you're seeing on that time, you now assume that that's what is happening. No, do a refresh it to have the latest information. That's how you use the currency strength meter. Get it right? Okay. All right. Stay with us. Which instrument do you want us to look at? Nobody's dropping any instrument for me. I'm still with us. Please drop your instrument that you want me to look at. Drop it so that I can look at it. We can check it. We can analyze it. I'm still with us. Pending that is when you're going to be dropping the instrument. Let's look at him. Okay, we'll look at. Okay, somebody is saying Adewale is saying we should look at GBP-CHF. GBP-CHF. All right, we'll look at GBP-CHF. No problem. Let's look at GBP-CHF. GBP-CHF. Based on what we're even seeing, well, don't let me speak. Let's look at it first. Let's look at it first before I start talking about GBP-CHF. If I'm to talk on it, I will say I'm expecting a downward movement. That is a sell. But let's look at what it's doing currently on it. I can't be too sure of the market. No, I'm only emphasizing. And low, GBP-CHF is selling. It's selling. It's selling. But if you look at it based on the 1 hour time frame and based on what we're seeing on this trend now, you see that it's been going up based on what we're seeing here. From this point, it's been pushing up. And I think, in fact, at a point, it was around here. Because of the news that came out, price broke this section. You understand? Okay. Price broke this section because of the news that came out on GBP, pushed it down. You know, GBP actually, the news came out negative on it. So that was what battered this whole thing and it pushed it back down. So there could be a little retest back. And if you look at it again, CHF is also gaining strength. So I'm still expecting a push down on GBP CHF. I'm still expecting price to drop again. And if price is dropping, I'm expecting that once it gets to around this particular section, there should be a little H. You understand? Around this zone, there should be a little pullback. You understand? There will be a little struggle. Price should struggle around this point. You understand? So that's my take on it anyway. On GBP, JPY, CHF. I mean, sorry, GBP, CHF. I'm expecting price to what? To okay, coming. I'm expecting price to what? To pull back. You understand? Once it gets to this point, I'm expecting price to struggle. Even around this point, you can see that price is already having something to eat. But yes, if it's able to push it down around this point, there should be a little struggle and a push back to the upside. That's my take on GBP CHF. Okay. Adiwali is also saying we should look at Eurocard. Eurocard. Okay, let's go to Eurocard. Eurocard, then it is Eurocard. Still with us. Eurocard, Eurocard, Eurocard. Okay. Eurocard. I'm on Eurocard now, and based on what we're seeing, okay, 1 hour time frame, discover that okay, let me zoom it out so we see. Okay, Eurocard. This has been the movement, but okay, let me put it here. Let's put it. Wow. So it's not fully loaded, then I'm coming. Let me zoom in again so we can see. This is what we're seeing now. Okay, 1 hour time frame. All right, on Eurocard, it's been pushing up on this instrument. You understand? Now, where price is currently, let's look at it based on this trend. It got to this particular high and it started dropping. And I think price is respecting it based on this. And if we were to look at it based on what we are seeing from this part, okay, based on what we are seeing here, okay, all right, all right. I believe we can see that. Can we see that? Look at it. Look at what is happening here now. Okay, fine. Based on this 1 hour time frame, look at Eurocard. Look at what is showing you here. So it is respecting this particular zone and it's coming back to this point. So I'm expecting price to drop. If it drops, it should get to this point and a reject back to where to the upside. But if that is not the case, if it breaks above this point, it should buy. But this point is a strong section. This zone is a strong zone. And why am I saying this zone is a strong zone? Look at it this way. This zone is a strong zone because okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay. See with us now. Look at it. This zone is a strong zone. This particular section is a strong section. It is expected for price. Once it comes into this, within this zone, whichever direction price breaks above, up or down, it's going to move. With full strength, it will move. So as of now, I'm expecting price to drop on Eurocard to this point, then push back to the upside. That's my take on Eurocard anyway. Okay. What's the next instrument? Card AUD. Card AUD coming. Mr. I'm with you, Mr. Adeleke David is saying we should look at card AUD. Card AUD. Canadian dollar AUD. I know of AUD card, but AUD card is what we have here. But card AUD is not what we're going to be seeing. You understand? You not see it on our platform. We don't have that on our own platform. You understand? But AUD card. Let's look at AUD card then. Let's use it to see AUD card instead. You understand? It would be nice. Let's look at it AUD card. We do it like that. So AUD card. Currently, where price is resting is a zone. You understand? Price is having issues there and it's been pushing. So look at it based on what we're seeing on this trend here. Based on what we're seeing on this trend here. You understand? It's the more of an upward movement on this my 1 hour time frame. And currently where it is, there's a zone here. So if price is able to break above it successfully, I will expect it to go to the upside. But if that does not happen, well, but normally I'm expecting it to respect the trend. You understand? So AUD card, I'm expecting price to go up. I'm expecting price to go up on AUD card. All right. So let's look at okay, I can see David Adeyanju is saying gold, 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 gold. Yes, gold. I've analyzed gold before. I've analyzed gold before. but fine. Let's do it this way. I'll look at the other instrument that I've not analyzed. Then once I'm done with that and we still have time, I'll go back to gold. You understand? I'll go back to gold so that you can get it. Mr. Ekpemsky saying you should look at AUD USD. Okay, so let's look at AUD USD. We'll look at AUD USD, look at all the other instruments that have not touched, then we'll get back to gold. You understand? So we'll do that for that. Okay. Okay. AUD USD. AUD USD. I'm with you. AUD USD. I'm still with us. Okay. AUD USD. Yes. AUD USD. All right. Checking the chart. Based on what we are saying, price is currently close to a demand zone on AUD USD. Price is close to AUD USD at a zone on AUD USD, and you can see that price is even respecting that particular section. Based on what we are saying here, price is respecting this particular section. Mr. Harrison, I can see you raising your hand. Please go to the chat, drop your question on the chart for me to see. Around this point, it's a zone. You understand? Price has actually been expected it. You understand? Pushed back to the upside, and price you can see dropped down to this point, and now it's trying to push back up. So around this point, price is struggling because of the zone. But if it's able to break above this point, I'm expecting it to get back to the upside. You understand? AUD USD. But currently, you know that USD is strong, AUD is also strong, and that's why we've been saying that there's a struggle between these two. So hold on for it to break above that section or reverse back below. Then, if there's a little pullback, then I'm expecting it to push up again. You understand? But currently, if you are to look at it, let's zoom out based on what we've been seeing on the trend. You discover that it's been coming down based on what we're seeing on this trend. Price has actually been coming down for a while now. If you're looking at it like what we're seeing here, okay, let me even pull it for us to see. You see, pulled it down to this particular section. So I'm expecting price to just pull up a little, then push back down. You understand? That's that on AUD USD. Okay. Euro AUD, sir. Okay. At this junction, I'm not going to be taking any more instrument. I'll just look at the last instrument we're seeing here, then we'll push. You understand? Don't that's that. Okay. Euro AUD. Okay, let's look at Euro AUD. So, Mr. Harrison, you have something to say, please drop it on the chat for me before, because it's already 9, but I'm going to look at all the instrument that is on ground now. Yes. Euro AUD. Euro AUD. Okay. Okay, Euro AUD. Okay. So if you look at Euro AUD now, it's more or less like price wants to, okay, let's look at it from daily time frame. And looking at it from the daily time frame, what are we saying? What are we saying here? Please excuse me. What's all this? Okay. Okay. Also, AUD based on daily time frame, you discover that it's just been dancing between 2 points here. You understand on the daily time frame. But let's look at it from our 1 hour time frame based on what we are saying now. Let me zoom in so we'll see. So this point, price has been to this point, and it's okay. So this is it here, put back up, came down. So around this point, this is a support zone, and price is, in fact, currently based on what price is doing, it's more or less like it's in between. So I would advise you to hold on, wait on Euro AUD, wait. Price is not giving any definite direction, it's just dancing between these points. Let it give you a clear direction before you move, a clear direction before you move. That's my take on Euro AUD. Okay. So let's look at all the other instruments that I've checked: gold, euro, USD, and USD JPY. Although I've checked this instrument, but for those that came late, I'll just look at it again. So starting with gold, just like I said, price has been expecting the zone for gold. I'm expecting it to drop into this particular zone before a pushback. But if it respects this zone, then it should push back up. But if that is not the case, it should keep coming down, because currently, based on what we saw on currency strength meter, we discovered that dollars is actually strong. It's still strong this morning. You understand? Dollars has been strong, and that's what has actually battered this bearish movement on gold. You understand? That's it on gold. Okay, so let's look at euro USD again. Let's go to euro USD. On euro USD, just like I said, if you look at the trend, it's been more of a downward trend. So I'm expecting price that if it comes down below and it gets into this particular section, this demand zone, I'm expecting it to buy based on the last time. But if it's stronger than this zone, it should drop into this zone. Around this zone, then I'm expecting price to what? To buy. But based on the trend on our 1 hour time frame, we discover that it's been going down. It's been expecting the trend. So even if it's going to push up, I'm expecting that it to get to this trend and just drop. So I'm expecting price to drop down into this zone, then pull back up. That's my take on euro USD. So let's look at the last instrument for the day, which is USD JPY. USD JPY, buy. That's my own take on it. USD JPY. I'm standing with the bulls. So I'm expecting price, because price, this particular section is a zone. I'm expecting that price should have a struggle here. It should struggle in moving here. So if it comes back down to this trend, I'm expecting a push back into the zone. Then pushing above it, you should move above it. You understand? So my take on USD JPY generally is what? It's a buy. Okay. So that's that for this week. Thank you very much. Like we all know, the market is going to close to us today, which is Friday. So if you're on any trade by 8 p.m., just can do yourself the justice of closing it. Or if you look at it that yes, you have a good sum that can sustain your account, you can leave it till next week. All right. So compliments of the season to us again. I'm wishing us a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in advance. You understand? And I hope today is going to be a great day. Happy weekend. Thank you very much. Bye.